but
if you're gonna do it, make a new story. Like, why is everything in this world just a reskin?
see, I don't want that. I don't want a new story.
Everything in the world is just a reskin of something that was great.
This
in
is
the
just the
90s.
worst version of the MTG Goldfish podcast. Like, what do you mean?
What's with the hand?
I don't know.
You do that every week.
Yeah, I know.
Come on, put your hand up there, pull it back. Let's go.
What? Welcome to May the Zoo be with you, America's favorite Magic the Gathering, Lorcana, Sorcery, Riftbound, cryptocurrency, golf, and parenting podcast.
And now Marvel.
Don't interrupt me. I'm in the middle of doing my thing. I don't have to raise my hands again. I'm, of course, joined by the man who is the only hardworking individual in the entire United States this time of year and is currently on the precipice of the coolest Magic the Gathering set collection that anyone's ever seen, Donald.
I ordered the rest of my cards on Black Friday or whatever.
Did you use our TCG player affiliate link?
I did.
Oh my gosh, he did not.
I'm
of course also joined by the man who made significantly less than he otherwise would have on his TCG player affiliate link, Louis DeGeorge.
I didn't even look at it. I should have looked to see what it was, what we made.
Did you really not use the link?
What do you mean?
I did use it.
I forget to use my affiliate link all the time.
That's
all the time. Every time I buy something on
TCG affiliate link, and I have no reason not to. So.
Yeah, 3 days after I buy something, I'm always like, oh, I probably should have used my affiliate link on Tuesday.
I mean, to be fair, I only spent $150, so it's not like
it's like $4. We would have split that 3 ways.
That's what this podcast.
That
makes.
was $1. That was $1.25 back for, or $1.33 back for each of us.
Yeah, Josh and I will never see that, but that's okay.
I told you guys I would do it. I
will. He's gonna put a Lunchable in the next product I get from him. So
honestly,
it's on its way.
I gotta figure out how to log in to see that. I've never logged in.
Which means we'll never see it.
I'll look at when it hits my account. And we're joined by by Chicago's.
No, it's not that easy, is it, bub? It's not that easy, is it, Bubby?
By Greater Chicago's greatest dad, Josh.
Oh, that's actually really kind. Thank
you. Did I tell you I golfed with a guy from Chicago last week?
No.
Yeah, dude. I was golfing. No joke. This happened. I was golfing in Huntington, West Virginia, and I was golfing by myself, and I was on the 8th hole, and this guy smoking a fat stogie. I mean, like, just a massive stogie rolls up, big old Italian guy. He's like, hey, you don't mind if I join you, do you? And I was like, no, not at all, man. Join me. And he golfed with me for the next 10 holes. He was from Chicago. He owns a scrap metal business that he drives down once a month from Chicago to buy scrap metal in West Virginia and take it back up to Chicago. And we're golfing again in like a couple weeks.
There you go. Look at you making business connection, moving, shaking. You're going to be scrapping products before you know it.
I finally have a friend in Chicago. That's the important part.
Oh, God, thank God it's not me.
What is up, everybody? Today we're going to talk all things Magic the Gathering, which leads us to talk about the lack of buy a box promos moving forward, and then the lack of Magic the Gathering in your Magic the Gathering when we get to Marvel superheroes. We're going to talk about the senior product lead at Secret Lair. They are applying. We're going to try to get Donald a job as the senior product lead. We know that all of the Secret Lairs are Donald's favorite things. So who better to be
throwing a lot of barbs around here, bub? You better be careful. You're throwing a lot of barbs around here early in the podcast. Okay?
Who better to be the product lead than Donald? We're going to talk about Gothic's release today, which is Friday. Gothic release. We're going to talk about my box opening experience.
You're going to talk about your box closing experience. Yeah. That's what I thought.
And we've got other stuff. Disney Lorcana. We're going to talk about the Kabuto King in Pokemon, and then we got Riftbound. So we better get rolling. That's a lot of things.
Booty podcast.
A lot of things to talk about.
Podcast, much like that stogie, thick. Let's roll.
What do you guys think about the buy a box promos going away?
Sad. Like, it costs them nothing to do. Like, but it's like people look forward to that. I mean, at least you used to. Maybe not anymore. Maybe there's just so many promos and everything, so it doesn't matter anymore. But I used to think the buy box promo was cool.
I think the buy box promo is really cool in a world where the internet doesn't exist. Like you never know if you're getting a buy a box promo when you buy a box online, right? It's like not really like
I
when
think
someone,
it's pretty much you don't.
yeah,
If
when
it's not
somebody
inside the
When you buy it in
box.
store.
if somebody buys a box from us, we're not sending them a buy a box promo. But they always say, like, I always get an email that's like, hey, does this include the buy a box promo? And we say no, right? Like it's not what it is. So I think a lot of people buy boxes online. And so it's like not that relevant anymore, in my opinion.
I just think it's another kind of step against the local game store. Like when you're not putting stuff out there to make the local game store experience like unique and better than just going on TCG Player and buying a box. I think that's a loss for the local game stores to not have that. I mean, a buy a box promo is not that much, but like it's still something
When
that you can
when
get.
was the last time that a buy a box promo was good though?
That's the thing. Like I don't
I
know,
mean,
Ixalan, like rival or not rivals, but
Japan exclusive Force of Negation.
Yeah,
what
okay.
was
Sure.
what was the Ixalan set? The recent one.
Lost Cavern.
Lost Caverns.
That's
That
2
one
years
had a
ago.
yeah, didn't that one have a good one? I think. It's the last one I remember.
The last one I really remember was Kibo, the monkey guy. Everybody wanted that promo.
That was forever ago
And
too.
I think what was I want to say that was Jumpstart.
Jumpstart. It was
Yeah.
Jumpstart. Yeah.
That was the last promo that as a store owner I remember like for months people were like, did you get the do we still get the Kibo promo? Like everybody wanted that card for some reason.
I mean,
Uh
Commander Legends had a Mana Confluence, right? As the buy box promo?
I think so,
I was
yeah.
not a store for
Yeah.
Commander Legends.
I'm
Oh.
pretty sure.
Fair enough.
So I agree with you, Donald, that it's a cool thing for stores to have. Like it certainly is. This certainly feels like a loss. And also on top of this loss, they also at the same time are removing the 2-pack collector sample pack of in Commander decks, which I think is like I don't know. Like it just seems like things are getting more expensive and we're getting less. It's like another
Yeah, I
instance
mean
of that.
that's across the whole world. Like it's just
Yeah.
yeah, it's
That being said, I much rather as a store them produce a good product than them produce a not good product and give us a buy box promo.
right,
Like
but I don't think taking away the buy box promo is going to
Those
increase
two
right,
the
things
set
don't-
right.
design
But my
value.
point is like the buy a box promo doesn't move the needle. Like you can give me any number of buy a box promos for Spider-Man. Nobody wanted to buy a box of Spider-Man. Like
So here's the thing, and we touched on this last week. It's just another small little notch in the line of things that feel bad. We talked about the secret layer experience where, yeah, most of the time you can get functionally unique cards, go on TCG player, you can get them. But that feeling of that's sold out, you missed it, no more buy a box. Like these little tiny things that they just feel bad. And I understand that that's going to happen in service of Wizards of the Coast goals as a company from time to time. But conversely, this doesn't seem like that fits that situation, right? It's very cheap for them to make. You can't convince
yeah.
me that there's not enough people and artists and extra treatments out there to try buy a box promos. Like it's not a big deal. It's not going to move the needle, like you said, but it feels bad for no reason. For no reason.
What would you say that's just that I know this is classic May the Zoo be with you. Take a stab. What is the amount of money that Wizards spent on the buy a box promo for Avatar? Okay, this is what this would include: the art, the
Yeah.
creation
Printing.
of the card, the packaging of that card, the shipping of that card to the LGS.
Well,
$5.
No, total. I mean, total amount. What's the bottom
That's
line?
what
Just
I'm
take a
saying.
stab.
Donald stands by $5.
So you say that there's
Was the art
6,000.
different, or was it just extended art of the normal art?
Let's say the art's different. I think there's what 6,000 LGSs, something like that. That's a number that I've heard thrown around. Let's say each LGS gets 20 buy a box promos. Let's say shipping legit. They already ship us promos, but let's say it adds money to it. Let's say it's $5 per LGS. That's $30,000 on the bottom line of Wizards of the Coast for this thing.
30,000? No way.
Well, also, some of these costs are already accounted for too, right? I'm pretty convinced that they don't seek art specifically for buy a box promos. I'm sure they have extra art,
Yeah, it's just like, hey,
right?
we have this artwork that's just thrown in.
Right. It's we have choices. Hey, we're close between one of these. Use this art here. I'm not saying it's never been done, but I would think the overwhelming number of buy a box promos are just art they didn't end up using for a set, right?
Yeah.
So $5 maybe, and maybe it's a logistic thing because instead of shipping out boxes, you got to ship these things out so they don't get damaged. So it's
Yeah, but they
that
do that.
extra
They
time.
throw them in they're in the
If it
box that they're already sending with the other
right.
promo material.
Yeah, it's not any
Right.
extra shipping. They're in there.
So
Well, but
hot take. This is crazy. This I'm not gonna like this take. The internet might hate me for this take. This is step one of them removing all in play promos.
Step 1 was getting rid of the FNM promos. That was the biggest. That was when they got rid of FNM promos, that was what signaled to me that they no longer cared about the LGS experience being unique, and it was less about that and more about selling boxes.
Yeah.
Like overall, and not making sure that the LGS had like unique things that encouraged people to go to the LGS. And they actually stepped that back at one point.
Right.
They got rid of it. And then they said, we realize that this is like something that is unique to the LGS and something we want to support, blah blah blah. They brought it back. Was not long lived. Gone again. Like there was a time when they still do the like promo packs, right?
Right.
right.
But there was a time when like you were getting like standard showdown promos
We still get those.
and all. Okay, well, like all that, like there was a whole bunch of stuff, unique stuff that the LGS was getting,
LGS is still good.
and
A lot of that stuff. Like you still have store showdown promos. You still have uh store championship.
RCQs, store championships, those all still have
You don't
promos.
get
Fighting
RCQs.
Magic ones are gone.
You don't get the RCQ ones unless you pay like the $100 to host an RCQ or whatever it is. But you
You
still,
do the RCQ promos unless you host an RCQ.
crazy.
yeah.
Okay.
So, but is this if they are saying, hey, we're going to take away the buy box promo because of whatever reasons, which I don't even think they really gave reasons, right? Let's call it logistical reasons. Wouldn't the logical next step be like, hey, let's just get rid of promo packs? It's the same
Yeah,
number.
I think so. I think it's a step in that direction. But I think we've been stepping that direction for a while.
Well, or maybe like if all their promos are coming in packs now, they're getting rid of standalone unsealed promos, right?
They're not. They're
But
not.
it's not really promos that come in those things. It's just a planeswalker stamp on the card. There's the 3 like uncommons that have a different like
What's
background, whatever. But like
yeah.
But
the
all the promos that we get as a store still come in a cellophane
Okay, do
wrap
they?
promo
Okay.
thing. So, um, okay, here's another thought. GameStop trying to be the LGS now, right? Like GameStop is heavy into getting into Magic and Pokemon. That's like when you walk into a GameStop now, that's what's on the shelf. Is this a logistics thing where GameStop's like, hey, we don't want to have to ship out and add a promo to every. Is it pressure from something like GameStop that's a high volume, high purchasing? No, you don't like that?
No. I mean, like because the boxes were offered on Amazon when buy a box promos were a thing, right? And
Yeah, but nobody would. I guess I don't know.
it's the same concept, right? If you buy a box
Maybe
from GameStop and you don't get when you buy a box from, yeah, you can write a strongly worded email and be upset. It's
right?
not going to lead to anything. You're just going to shoot your email into the void, and someone like Donald, in his previous career, will laugh at it and go, "Sucker." Like,
Yeah, it's interesting. I wish.
I
Go ahead.
yeah, I just can I say that this is one of those things that it it's hard to not take it too far because at the end of the day, it doesn't really matter. Like you said, who was really buying boxes for the promo, but it is significant in the fact that I really do believe it's just small chips at the consumer, and they do this. They go through phases where it's small chips at the consumer, and it's like it just starts to stack up and stack up and stack up, and those times are some of my least favorite. Right? Like
Well, they
Pokemon's, we
do
talk about Pokemon's release with its no booster boxes, 2 packs. Stop touching. Like, let us be happy. Stop touching.
they do it, and then, like, there's some outrage over it for 5 minutes, and then we move on to something else, and then we
Yeah.
forget that it even existed
Yeah,
at some
and
point.
three
At
in
some point,
three
you just don't even know it was
yeah.
a thing anymore.
It
So
in 3 years, you'll be like, "Hey, remember when we got buy a box promos? That was cool." You know what I mean? Like,
Well, they'll do what they did with core sets. In 3 years when everything softens, right, and they see significantly fewer booster box sales, guess what you'll start getting?
yeah.
You'll start getting buy a box promo again.
yeah. I hope when they do that, they make buy a box promos really good. Can you imagine if a buy a box promo was like a $20 card that you really want? I think it was like
I
a
mean, they
really
have been before, though.
or like what I mean, use Soul Ring, a dollar card, right? And just every set have a really cool buy a box promo Soul Ring that is
Wasn't the buy a box promo for Commander Masters the
yeah, that
Lotus was it a buy box promo? What was the Lotus Petal
I don't remember.
promo? I know we got
Oh,
them
It
for
that's
it
old.
might have been Commander Masters,
it was Commander Masters for sure, but,
or it
like,
was an
the buy
event.
box pro
It might
it
have
might
been
have
an
been an
event
event
promo.
promo,
Yeah, that
but,
was
like,
huge.
that was a huge promo,
Yeah,
like,
and then they had the Soul Rings more recently. I don't remember what it was for, but they had Soul Rings as some sort of promo. But
I think it was Lost Caverns that had the Steve. Wasn't that when they did the textless Steve, Secure Tribe Elder?
maybe
I'm
Maybe.
pretty sure that's what it was for. Like, that was one of the coolest buy box promos that they've done in a while. But, like, if they did
yeah,
them all
I think
textless
you're
like that,
right. I think
I'm
you're
pretty
right.
sure it was.
It would have been around that time for sure. Anyway, Laura wins the last time you're gonna get a buy box promo. But we don't have any spoilers for Laura win yet. But don't worry, next week starts spoilers, the Marvel Superheroes prologue with the Command Zone, and we're gonna start getting Marvel Heroes cards.
Tell us how excited you are for this, Louis.
Ooh.
So
I want to hear your excitement for this.
I want to stop.
I want to
I want
hear
to
why
stop.
you like this.
Hold on. I just said I want to stop.
Okay.
Okay. It's a thing called consent. Please. Thank you. How long are you going to do Magic the Gathering content? Just spitball.
No, I want to
No, no,
okay.
just spitball. How long are you going to do Magic the Gathering
I don't
content?
know.
Rest of your life, maybe?
Another we're almost at 50,000 subscribers, so at least another
Let's go. Hit the button.
at
You heard
least
it here first.
at least till the end of the year. If I don't hit
If you
50K
were
by
going to
the
go to
end,
my channel and hit the button instead, hit the button right here, right now. Let's get to 50,000.
if I don't hit 50K by the end of the year, I might just hang it up.
So, how many times do you think in that window you're going to come on and talk about way too early and consistent spoiler season as something that annoys you?
That's not what annoys me about
That's
this.
not. I'm just going to. How many times do you think you're going to do that?
That doesn't bother me.
Well, you've done it before, so that's weird.
What bothers me is the Marvel part and the
Well,
superhero part.
well, that's what bothers you this moment. You've also talked about how the rest of it bothers you. Again, spitball in your Magic the Gathering time
100
frame.
times. Yeah.
Every set, you think? Do you think every set or like
Yeah.
every other set? You think it's every
I'm,
third set?
I'm allowed to say whatever
No,
I want. It's my channel. It's fine.
50,000 soon.
Yeah.
All right, go ahead.
I want to know what you like about Marvel superheroes.
I have no idea. I haven't seen any of the spoilers.
Are
What
you
do you mean?
excited about it? Are you give me your overall thoughts?
What do you want to know? Is okay. It's a Universes Beyond set. It's not my cup of tea. I will probably buy some stuff from it, probably add some stuff to my binder, but I can't get as excited for it as I am for Laura when Eclipsed. It's not in my DNA to be excited by the set release. What I will be excited by is how does the market consume this product? How does this expand Magic the Gathering? What happens to these boxes as far as a sell-through rate? How many more people are buying and drafting and playing versus the set I want, Laura when Eclipsed, right? That interests me. I was thinking about this. I don't know if there's a Universes Beyond IP big enough to make me be like, I just can't wait for this Magic set. I don't know. I get that way with Magic sets.
Yeah. That's how I feel about with like lore. I'm excited for Lorwyn.
I want to buy so many cases of Lorwyn collector boxes because I feel like I just don't have another opportunity.
You
And they're
should
not going to go well, but I just
sell
want.
everything behind you and just replace it with Lorwyn.
No one will buy everything behind me. It's all trash.
I'll buy everything behind me.
I mean, well, not at a price I want you to buy it at.
Yeah,
There you
for
go.
pennies on the dollar.
There
Yeah.
it is.
I heard how you bought Donald's Soul Ring.
I gave Donald such a good deal on that soul ring.
Don't
know, I just-
start.
Unbelievable.
Don't
know,
start. I did not say that.
Donald has a
Correct.
roof above his head because of that soul ring. Because of my money on this
I
one.
just wanted to poke. I know you did, but I just wanted to poke.
Okay. So prior to me seeing this today, this
I
week,
was in a good mood.
this
I loved
weekend,
my children.
this weekend at Black Friday sale at the store, I put out Spider-Man scene boxes. Okay. 3 packs of Spider-Man plus the entire scene thing, $22. I don't remember exactly what my cost is. I'm like 90% sure it's more than $22. Like I didn't even look at my cost. I was just like 3 packs, 20
Well,
whatever.
what can be expected? There's literally no space on the shelves. I get it.
Yeah, no, there's not. Not for those giant boxes. We have too much Avatar. And so nobody bought any. Nobody, I don't think we sold a single one. And like my dumbass,
You want
my
to add
dumbass,
one to my order to sell one?
no, because it'll get squished because it's also impossible to ship because the boxes are this thin and they'll just get squished. It doesn't matter how you ship them. Anyway, so my stupid idiot brain, I was like, these are gonna sell. This is a great deal for $22. Who's gonna say no for 3 magic packs and 6, cool cards? So I put them all out. Like I opened the cases and put them all out. We didn't sell any of them. 0. Like absolutely none.
Donald, is this before or after you were fired? Did you have to sadly pack all these back in their cases?
So that's what I was doing today. That was me setting up the story. So today I was cleaning up our Black Friday sale, and all the guys are playing. Everyone's playing. There's 20 people in the shop playing Commander, and I'm looking at these cases. I'm like $22, $20. I said, guys, listen, real quick. There are 5 legendary creatures on the scene boxes. You get 3 packs. I said $15, $5 a pack, plus you get all the legendary creatures. We're gonna do an event. You get your 3 packs of Spider-Man, you get your legendary creatures from the thing, and you use our bulk to make a commander deck, and you play in this thing. If we can get, I think we had 16 of these things. I said, if we can get 16 people to do it, I'll throw in a play booster box as prize support. Like that, and I'm like losing money now. Literally, everybody looked at me like I was the dumbest idiot ever. I was like, what's wrong with that? And everybody said, we don't want to play Spider-Man. Everybody's answer was, I don't want to do this. And here's my problem with this. I think that same thought process is going to happen with Marvel superheroes. Like, I don't think the people in the maybe it's just my story, maybe, but I don't think people who are actively playing Magic on a day-to-day basis in LGSs are going to be excited to go play a Marvel superhero set. I think the same thing we felt with Spider-Man is going to happen with this set.
Once again, I'll say it depends on whether it's a good set or not. And that has
But Spider-Man was good.
I did not. Where have you been?
I
No
think he said
one
Spider-Man theme was good, and they took care of the IP.
Yes.
And he did say it had a chance to be a better limited set than people were saying, which he missed on that part.
No,
'Cause it
I
was not.
I didn't say limited, I said standard. I said
Okay.
I think there are some cards that'll play in standard.
Okay, so you missed on that part.
Anyway, I it there is a percentage of people that will not play with a set that's Universes Beyond that they don't care about, don't want to play, don't want to see Universes Beyond in the Magic, whatever. There is some percentage of people that will do that, but like the majority of your Magic players are going to care whether the set is like good and playable and a good experience or not. If the limit is good, the draft is good, the play experience is good, doesn't matter what's on the cards half the time. Like it's just if it's a fun playable experience, it'll do well.
So
I disagree with that, and I want to share with you why I disagree with that. This is the response. I'm going to read the responses on Twitter to the Star City Games tweet. Okay.
oh my gosh, we've resorted to reading Twitter on the
No,
podcast.
I
Twitter
want
is
you to
the
hear
truth
that it's
source.
not just me.
We're reading Twitter on the
I
podcast.
want you to hear that it's not just me.
We understand it's not just you, but if you're on the side of Twitter,
Star City Games.
Wrong side to be on.
yeah.
This is them posting the photo. It says, Marvel superheroes previews start next Tuesday. What do you want to see? This is I'm not cherry picking. I'm going to read all the responses.
Yeah.
Max C. I want to see the set canceled and replaced with something that actually fits Magic's universes. Captain A. Captain America tweeted this. Somebody who obviously likes Marvel enough that their name is Captain America.
It's not. It's Captain A.
Whatever. says cancellation. Shout out to Joel R. Magic. Says I can't find confirmation of this starting next Tuesday anywhere. Link wasn't really relevant. I told you I'm not cherry picking. R1N to see
Hey,
this,
don't make fun of Joel or Magic, friend of the channel.
to see this flop so hard they stop all universes beyond. BDE. I would love to see genuine Magic lore, not the stuff that belongs in Lorcana. Kyle George. Not another UB set where Wizards of the Coast sells out their game to promote another brand. People don't want this stuff. They don't
No
want it.
one is saying that. No one is disagreeing with you.
Your
The thing is,
What did you just say?
Can I
I'm
talk,
disagreeing.
please? Can I
No.
just talk? Can you just shut up for 1 second?
I'm disagreeing with that. I want to get this right now. The statement that people don't want this, I'm disagreeing with that.
No
I'll
one
get
is
into it after you're
saying. No one is saying that Universes Beyond is not their favorite thing, and they don't want to see Universes Beyond and Magic. That we get that. We understand. It's not going away. That's the thing. If you want to play Magic, you have to play with Universes Beyond. That is just the reality that we live in.
I would agree with your statement had Spider-Man not flopped so hard.
It's not going away because of Spider-Man.
If there continues to be sets like Spider-Man where you have record low attendance at pre-releases, where you have boxes that are on TCG Player for $30 below distro costs, before fees, before shipping, when you have distributors who are not going to order more Spider-Man and more product from Magic the Gathering, when you see a set flop like this, you cannot tell me that Wizards will not pivot and change their direction.
Now tell me how Avatar did.
Avatar's great.
It's still Universes Beyond.
Sure. Avatar fits the Universes Beyond narrative. Avatar feels like Magic the Gathering. It completely disagree. You're not listening to my point now. Superheroes don't fit in Magic the Gathering. Nobody wants that. People like Final Fantasy because it feels like Magic the Gathering. Avatar felt like Magic the Gathering.
Well, two of those things can be true. Superheroes don't feel like and fit in Magic the Gathering as you and I see them. Right? We agree. It doesn't fit in the standard high fantasy of Magic the Gathering. However, saying that people don't want that is just not true. You can't say people don't want Universes Beyond when we have the Universes Beyond history that we have. We have
That's what I said. You guys are both of you are putting words in my mouth. That's not
you just said people don't want.
I said people don't want this. Marvel superheroes, Spider-Man, superheroes in Magic the Gathering. This theme is not what people want. That is what I've said. I have accepted Universes Beyond is here to stay. That's not my argument. That's not what I'm talking about.
I don't think that we can take Spider-Man, an objectively bad Magic the Gathering set, regardless of what you skin it as, and say people don't want that. If this set comes out, has crazy playable cards, is seen across every format that you play, and people hate it and no boxes sell, then you can say people don't want superheroes. But you can't take the one bad Magic the Gathering Universes Beyond set, well, two Assassin's Creed, and then be like, people just don't want it. I don't think that's a fair statement to make.
I agree with this. I agree with the sentiment that good Magic cards sell. I agree with that.
What if this has good Magic cards and
I can't respond to the question without finishing the conversation.
Welcome to May the Zoo be with you.
Like my point is on pre-release, on pre-orders, on before you see the cards and know if they're good, and people they don't like, people are not going to go to Marvel Superhero pre-release. They're not going to be excited to play it.
We
Depends on
won't
what the cards
know
are.
that till
Yeah,
we get cards out.
you can't make that statement. That's not a fact. Like, you can't say that like it's a fact. We don't
Yeah,
know
and
that.
also taking the top upvoted Twitter content or comments and taking that as the community consensus, I don't think is even remotely fair. We can do that with every YouTube channel that talks about every universe is beyond set and saying how bad it's going to be. And I've sold my Magic collection and I'm quitting Magic forever. Well, if that was the common consensus, we wouldn't have more Magic players now than we likely ever have. Like I see what you're saying. I don't think that we can make that statement based on one bad Magic the Gathering set that was skinned as Spider-Man.
Okay.
You don't think that that's too far, that that's unfair?
No, I don't agree with you guys. Like I don't know anybody who is excited to play superheroes in Magic the Gathering. I talk to Magic the Gathering players every day. I see them every day. I hang out with them. I talk to them. I ask them about all this stuff. Nobody I talk to has any interest in superheroes, Magic.
So can I ask you why do the boxes sell? Like Spider-Man, terrible set. Sold like a middle of the road to positive Magic the
Because a
Gathering
couple
set.
YouTubers were saying that it was never going to get reprinted, and that it was going to that there was licensing issues, and it was never going to get reprinted.
So that's the whole reason that Spider-Man sold like a middle of the road to good normal in-universe Magic the Gathering set. That's why the numbers were what they were, is because a couple YouTubers said that it was never going to be reprinted.
What numbers are you saying that with?
I'm looking at the total sold boxes of play boosters on TCG Player, and we're approaching 7,000 play boosters sold, which is a middle of the road to normal Magic the Gathering play booster release number.
What boxes does that compare to? What was
When you
the
compare
set?
it
What's the
to
Edge of Eternity? It's the set before it.
Edge of Eternities, I think it's about at the same point. I think Edge of Eternities was behind it by a little bit, but it's sold more consistently over time. Because Edge of Eternities now is at like 9 or 10, I think.
I mean, like, I don't know. I'm just talking what I feel.
And that's, I hear you, but I'm just talking about the numbers, right? Like we don't like it, and I can tell you that it was probably the least popular pre-release.
How do you see all
It's,
the sold listings?
well, you need to borrow my program if you'd like that I've been
Okay.
reworking.
Okay. That you can't get the numbers for the other box. I don't see I don't see the average Magic player wanting that stuff in their game.
I,
That's my point. But we can just agree to disagree. You guys know my
no, the average Magic the Gathering fan 2 years ago didn't want Lord of the Rings in their Magic the Gathering. It was
I don't think
direct.
that's true.
We had this conversation.
I didn't want Lord of the Rings in Magic the Gathering.
And the
But we had record pre-release numbers. It was the highest selling Magic set of all time. I was wrong about that set.
Right, and as we got
We've been
there, we
there.
were
I've
like,
said that.
we all went, they clearly do.
Right.
You don't know if as we get there, again, it's got more at this point now to do with, is it a good Magic the Gathering set than anything else? More than anything is it a good set? Because guess what? If this set's an absolute banger, you're going to have a packed pre-release.
Maybe.
Well, and if it's an absolute banger and you don't have a
I
packed
hope
pre-release,
so.
guess
But
what? Everyone else is going to have a packed pre-release.
I hope that's the case. But I don't think that's going to be the case.
I don't think we have any way to know that yet.
Okay.
But we're going to find out soon because spoilers are starting 7 months early. Don't worry.
Yeah. All right, Donald, we have a new job for you.
Great. I need a new one.
The senior product lead at Secret Lair.
Realistically, why are you guys not applying for this, both of you?
What qualifications are
I
required?
don't want that crap in Magic the Gathering. So
Well,
I should apply for this job and then be
Yeah.
like, hey, Actually, I don't have any problem with Secret Lair. I'm fine with that in Secret Lair. Put all the Marvel in Secret Lair. I'm a fan of that.
Secret Lair is the perfect
Yeah,
bastion for Universes Beyond.
yeah,
It's the perfect
that's
place.
what it
That
should
and
be.
Commander.
Yep,
Well, that's where it started, and
yep,
then it bled
Right,
into.
yeah.
right. Which we all knew it was going to.
Are you the next product leader for Magic the Gathering's rapid growing direct-to-consumer collectibles business?
So the funny thing about this job posting is it's a very convenient posting just after the Monster Hunter Secret Lair flopped and was
Right.
pulled back. So did someone lose their job over that?
That's a great question. I didn't even think about that.
The
That was
timing
my
the
that was
timing
my
is
inclination.
quite odd.
Yeah,
Is
my
there
inclination was heads rolled over this partnership. Or either that or it's a situation where the title of head of Secret Lair was just kind of bounced around. Nobody held that position, so they had nobody to point to. This happens often, at least in bigger companies that I've worked at. New thing spins up, it goes well for so long. When it finally goes wrong, there's no one to point to blame. It's like, okay, we got to fix this. Next thing we need to do, hire someone to be in charge of that so that we have a head to roll. I I think Louis, this is perfect for you. You have a
No, that'd be
background in
terrible. I
creativity.
know
You've been
none of
creating
the
card games for the longest time.
I don't know
You
any of the pop culture references that Secret Lair uses.
you have Donald as a consultant who loves them all.
Yeah, it's Donald's favorite thing. He should just do this. George really should do this.
I
George would
think
be
George has enough jobs.
George would be absolutely fantastic at this.
If George did this, how quickly do we get a Taylor Swift Secret Lair?
Oh, first.
Tomorrow.
Side point, how much do we want to bet that that's his most listened to artist? Because Spotify Wrapped came out today. Side point to the side point, how creepy is that?
Yeah, it's
A
creepy.
lot.
What was your Spotify Wrapped? What's
I
your number
have
one?
YouTube Music because I have YouTube Premium, so I don't use Spotify.
Don't they
So mine
just
was
have a
all.
copy of that?
So they do. They have a YouTube Music one, and it's all Blink 182 and like pop punk and Green Day, and it's pretty great.
Does it tell you what the fan base is? I'll tell you what I am. I am in the top 0.3%. No, sorry, 0.03% of Blink 182 fans on
Oh, I was
Spotify.
nowhere near that
Yeah.
high.
I was so high they gave me a number compared to all the other users. Number 20,006.
That's actually kind of
I
amazing.
know, right? And then I was like, oh, it's probably just a made up number, right? Like it's probably not real.
It's probably not. It's probably not a
I was
made
like,
up.
I'm pretty impressed with myself.
Donald, what's your Spotify Wrapped? I don't know anything about your
I
music taste.
I don't have the Spotify.
It's all
Do you
marching bands.
do you listen to
I
music?
I use Pandora.
Okay. Wait, what's wrong with Pandora? Is
That's
Pandora
the
not cool? Is
that's the
Pandora lame?
oldest man thing I've ever heard.
Pandora's cool, man. Pandora's still cool. I'd use Pandora. I don't have it on my phone because I have
I
free music, but
I didn't
whatever.
know Pandora was still around, to be honest.
What's wrong with Pandora?
That's like an old person thing.
Man, you're in a mood to be a hater today.
That's
Kind
just
of
like
a
an
hater.
that's like an old person thing. Like my grandma would use Pandora. My mom has Pandora on an iPod Touch in her house.
I know it's not the cool thing to do to challenge each other's points and takes on this podcast. I want to see a picture of your grandma's phone with the Pandora app on it
Yeah.
because there's no chance.
My
There's
grandma's
not a shot.
all my grandmas are dead.
There's not a shot in the universe.
All my grandmas are dead, but it's okay. She definitely had Pandora though.
I don't
But my
believe that.
mom has an iPod Touch, like not an iPhone, an iPod
Which is
Touch
not Pandora.
with Pandora on it in her kitchen on a iTunes dock like that my sister had in
How does
high
the
school.
iPod Touch? The iPod Touch can have apps?
Yeah, it's like the original iPod Touch.
I didn't
iPod
know that
Touch
they could have
was like an
apps.
iPhone without service.
Oh.
Donald's like, yeah, that's what I play Pandora on.
I play it on
I
my
don't understand the
computer.
Pandora hate. I guess I'm out of the loop. I'm not cool enough.
Yeah.
I use
Um,
YouTube Music. I get a lot of flack for that, but it comes with YouTube Premium. Why would I not?
yeah, I think about the fact that I should use YouTube Music all the time. By the way, if you're not using YouTube Premium and you watch YouTube, you need to get YouTube Premium. YouTube
Oh,
Premium.
dude, it's the literal best.
It's
It has
so good.
replaced TV for me.
Yeah, it's so
YouTube
good.
has replaced TV.
Yeah. Um,
What would you do? All right, so you get this position. Let's start with Donald. You get this position. You can't be an a-hole here. You can't be like, I cancel Secret Lair. You have to get the position to head Secret Lair. You have to be in charge of Secret Lair. It must exist. What do you do to make it cool? Donald, go. Job interview, go.
Make it cool or
What
to
to
make
be
so
it
successful?
wait,
What
make
do
hold
you
on.
want to do?
money?
Importantly, this is the product lead.
Yes.
So, like, do they have control over things
Product
like do
product
they have
lead is getting like the licensing, like deciding what IPs you're going for and like
so do,
that kind of stuff.
do they
Well, and
get to
also,
decide what the limits are and if it's like
yes, that's
available
everything to do
longer?
with the
Okay.
product. What the limits are, what IP is going to be used, other
Okay.
details. What are you doing?
Yeah, like it's a relationship thing. Like the product is the going out and getting
Well, no, but
these
you're
IPs.
in charge of the finished product. What's delivered to the consumer?
All right, Donald, what do
Whether
you do?
that's from IP, from cards, from packaging, all of it. What do you do?
I get rid of unique mechanics,
Ooh. Donald
but
thinks I'm actually interviewing and is trying to get the job because I'd give it to him right now. You're hired.
get rid of unique mechanics, but make the cards really desirable and really cool to replace the fact that they're not unique mechanics.
So
Because
you
I think Secret Layer should live in a world for people who really like this thing or this artist or this IP, whatever, but not in a world where you have to get that secret layer or you're gonna not be able to play with that card that does X thing that you can't get anywhere else. Like
okay.
I'm not anti secret layer by any means. I just don't think it should be used the way it is sometimes. Sometimes it's not. Sometimes it's what it's supposed to be. Sometimes it's the complete opposite.
I like it. Louis, wow me. Your job interview. Can you do better than that? I don't think you can.
Yeah.
I kick my feet up
I
on the desk here while I
I
interview you two.
I would take every single secret layer and I would create a unique foil treatment for secret layer that is only available. Your camera's doing some wacky thing. A unique foil treatment that is only secret layer available, not halo foil, not ripple foiling, some sort of treatment that is exclusive to secret layer. And then I would every secret layer product would have a limited quantity of initial shipping product that is foil that foil treatment, but then have a unlimited quantity of non-foil version of that card. So
Oh,
you have the exclusivity that people want, and then you have that generates the demand, but then you also pick up the people who just want the cheapest version of the card or whatever, whatever it is.
you go the route of the play versus collector booster box kind of model.
Yeah, like I think
Yeah.
it feels bad when you can't get any of the secret layer at all and it sells
Yes.
out in 10 seconds.
Right.
Leave that same amount, same quantities in this like new treatment that is exclusive to this, like feels special, but give it to me elsewhere too. Um,
Okay.
that's how I would change the product overall. I would pursue getting a Pokemon secret layer as soon as possible. I think that would be the highest selling crossover in the history of the industry.
Especially if it used arts, frames, treatments from the original Wizards of the Coast Pokemon run.
Yeah,
Like that.
I just think they could do so many things with that, and that is what I think if you wanna look at Magic the Gathering as a game system, I think Secret Lair is the venue to do so. I would even go as far to say long term for Secret Lair exclusive sets, Secret Lair exclusive commander decks, that
The
kind of
secret layer of secret layer.
like I just think like everything that they are doing at the scale of universes beyond, they could do external to and just straight to commander on the secret layer side. I think they would make a lot more. Wizards themselves would make a lot of money. Like they're direct to consumer. Have that whole line,
Sure.
and then keep the Magic stuff to the other side of the fence. Yeah.
I gotta tell you, I like you kind of had me at the unique treatments. Something that makes Secret Lair feel special, right? Because I stand on Donald's camp where it's like I don't like functionally unique things, so I like something that makes this thing feel special. And Donald alluded to, he talked about it's a great place to showcase artists, and we've seen Secret Lair box of rocks before where it's a single artist does all the artifacts, right? And a single artist does this. I got to tell you, with the way the Magic the Gathering universe exists right now, I'm surprised neither of you said this. I thought the direction to take it would be like, okay, we have Universes Beyond to appease the masses, and we now have 4 Universes Beyond sets a year. If this is going to be the way that Magic goes, I would use Secret Lair to either be a bastion of Universes Beyond, or if I'm forced to exist in this Magic universe, be a bastion for true like hardcore Magic the Gathering fans, because you have to know and be in tune with Secret Lair to know about the drops, to know what's coming out. You kind of have to be plugged into Magic to see these things coming, and to use this as a way to get out traditional cool Magic cards in cool treatments and highlight some old school Magic artists or some really popular Magic artists and deliver in universe Magic the Gathering cards. I think it would be a way to quell the outcries of what might be the loud minority group of people like, I can't stand this anymore. It's like, well, here's something for you. Conversely, if Universe Beyond peeled back and we had nowhere to put it, now it's like, okay, this is a good place to throw that here, right? We can tweet about it. We can get Capcom to tweet about it. We get Marvel to tweet about it, whatever it is, kind of extend that reach. But where we live right now, I think it's underutilized in a way to like actually provide Magic art, Magic cards to Magic fans.
Yeah, I mean, I agree that's the question is the demand there for that? Like, is there enough people who want classic Magic art
Well, it doesn't even
versus
have to
like
be.
the
It could be
full
new
art
stuff.
fancy treatment?
Yeah,
I think.
it could be new Magic cards, new Magic art. But I'm saying it all in universe stuff. A classic Planeswalkers where it's new treatments of Jace, Chandra, and things that we see appear in Commander decks. Your Commander staples, right? A
Mhm.
Commander staples Secret Lair that is in the theme of Phyrexia, right? Phyrexia Commander staples, things like that. I think it's just it's an underserved channel right now. It's a gap I see in the Magic the Gathering space. I think you can use Secret Lair to like fill that lane.
Yeah, maybe. Do you guys think Secret Lair should do more than just cards? Do you think they should do some pack type thing?
Mm,
They're going to.
I don't know about
I'm surprised they
packs.
haven't done it yet.
Well,
Like, I think the Secret Lair Commander decks is a pretty alright thing, but
That's it. I mean, Mystery Booster 2 is kind of it, right?
right.
Mystery Booster is such a good thing.
The only other thing that none of us said that they should do, they've been shrinking Secret Lairs to 4 cards. You bring it back up to 5. What are we doing? Why did we cut a card from Secret Lair?
That's silly. I didn't notice that they were doing that.
Yeah, it's just dumb. Bump that number up. Those are rookie numbers.
Them moving into the smaller packaging is huge.
Yeah.
yeah, the original ones used to come in this.
Yeah, we bought like 50 of the original Secret Layers last weekend, and they take up so much space. It's
I've got a
ridiculous.
couple of these just lying, the old like collector booster boxes, like the cases, and they're just filled with like, because now you can do this.
Yeah.
And the old packaging was cool. This is way easier to store.
Way better.
Way easier.
All right, let's move on to Gothic. Happy Gothic launch day, everybody.
You better be overnighting that package to me after not shipping it, Mr. Lunchable.
I forgot.
I know you did.
My bad.
It's okay.
I'm not gonna
appreciate you.
overnight it to you.
Fair
You're
enough.
not gonna open it. Were you gonna open it?
Yes.
I thought it was just gonna sit in the background of your videos.
No, there's got to be a shark in there somewhere.
There's no sharks in it.
There's no big.
There's
fluffy
something better
sharks.
than a shark in it. Hold on. All right,
There's nothing
so
better than a shark.
I opened a case, and now let's talk a little bit. A lot of people broke street date. There was a lot of bad stores. I want to talk about that for a
Naughty,
second.
naughty. Donald, did you
Wh-
ship his boxes early? Is
One
that why you get
store,
fired?
one
I don't work
store,
there.
one store got boxes to people on Saturday of last week. My distros didn't even ship me boxes. I didn't receive boxes till this week.
What store? Name and shame. Shame
I'm
and
not
name.
going to name and shame, but
Was it? Can I just start naming stores?
yeah,
Was it? I don't even remember their name. Was it Channel Fireball?
it was Channel Fireball. No. So there was a lot of bad actors so far. Like, I think Sorcery as a company should be cracking down on that stuff because it feels bad. Like, it feels bad to the stores that go by the rules. Like, for me, it feels bad that customers were getting boxes before I got my boxes from distribution. That sucks. That's
So can we pause there? I agree with you that that's bad. With a game that's just trying to get as much reach as possible, how do you suggest they go about disciplining this?
yeah, they can't. That's the problem.
Right.
The problem is that these stores, these mega stores, whatever, only are interested in Sorcery so that they
Team
can
Covenant. That's what it was. Was it Team Covenant?
no, so that they can increase their spend and get more magic. That's why these big stores do it. So they don't care. They don't care about Sorcery. They don't care about the community. They don't care about any of that stuff. I'm trying to find it. Oh, this is it. Look at this card. This is the Regurgitator.
That's
When you
just
said
nuts.
when you said
Just a-
shark, when you
It's just
said
a
shark,
sandworm.
I thought about that.
Yeah.
It eats everything and then spits it back out onto the battlefield.
It's a questionable Dune popcorn bucket at best. Where's my shark?
Um,
Oh,
The
that's
real
pretty cool.
question here is, did Seb McKinnon do any cards?
I'm not telling you that yet.
Because Louis opened his boxes early and broke his own internal street date.
I have not posted a video. I have been messaging the Sorcery team every day. Can I post my video
Can I
today?
post my video yet? Can I post my video yet?
Today I sent them a message and I said, "Hey, is street date New Zealand time or English standard Eastern Standard Time? Because if it's New Zealand time, then I can post it on Thursday at 9 a.m. I can post it because that's technically New Zealand release time."
So if you remember, I had a pretty popular live stream that I based off of. This is released in New Zealand and the company's in New Zealand, so I'm going live.
I should have
And
done it instead of
that
ask
did
for
not
permission.
go well.
So that sucks. Like the breaking of Street
Yeah.
Date, and like I'm not going to call out the other large content creators who also broke Street Date, but the
Was
Facebook.
it KitchenTableTCG almost at 50,000 subscribers?
No. But there was another.
I've been in a mood to call out large content creators because I'm pretty annoyed with the financial analysis of secret layers that go around.
Yeah.
I get pretty annoyed with that every time it comes up.
It wasn't just the smaller stores breaking Street Date. Let's just leave it at that. But
Well, no, listen. I'm in the mood. Let's do it.
I'm not.
Okay.
So that sucks, but that I'm over that. It is what it is. Gothic
2 minutes on the
boxes.
podcast, we're over it.
Look at this. Whoa! Look at the box. It's got magnets.
So
What?
Donald,
Listen, shut up. Listen. You hear the magnet?
that's just so you know, we all know this is the intro.
It's
Donald?
awesome.
Donald, we're now going to have to listen about the box opening experience and the box closing experience.
Wait, you don't have
Never
to
in my life.
talk about it though. You can just
Listen, it's cool. It's cool.
It's so wild to
cool.
like spend that on a thing that everyone just throws away though. Like
Nah, but now you won't. I won't throw this away. It's cool.
I'm having somebody 3D print design an insert for the box that will hold two.
How?
What?
They did something cool. Stop making it lame.
Why is that lame?
No,
It's a
because
little insert.
oh my gosh,
Why is that lame?
I'm getting him in here and printing in here for my cool sorcery box. No, they printed a cool sorcery box. Just let it be. Use it as a cigar box.
I'm gonna use it as a box to hold decks.
You don't need inserts for that. You don't need lines to control your boxes in your boxes.
Then it will sit nice and pretty in there. I can do whatever I want with my 3D printer. I haven't used it at all year, and I bought it for my kids for Christmas last year, and I need to use it. If I want to use my 3D printer to make something cool, damn it, I'll do it.
Donald, in the middle of his 3D printing, go over there and ruin it every time. Just go over to his house and just ruin it.
So I opened a case already, and
Before Street Tape?
yes, I'm allowed to break it. Not allowed to give it to anybody, and apparently, lots of other people are allowed to break Street Tape. So that's also
Like who?
not gonna tell you. This set is awesome. It's so there's so many cards. I was like overwhelmed going through it. Like there's just so many different cards. There's a card in the set. This is gonna mean nothing to Josh, but Donald. There's a card in the set that lets you go from death's door back to 1 life.
Interesting.
Isn't that crazy?
Where there's life, there's hope. Down in
Um,
Dragon Ball Z, Score Z.
there's the artwork's just really good. The mechanics seem really fun. I mean, like the void mechanics, it seems like earth, air, void is gonna be like a really good deck. I don't know. There's a huge squid, Josh. Kind of a shark.
It's not a shark. I'm just waiting for shark number 2, Electric Boogaloo, and I will continue to wait. Simon and Eric, come on.
You got some cool artwork there. The void sound.
I like that a very casual sorcery collector like me is trying to convince the sorcery team to print a card just so I can buy like 20 of them.
So I don't want to give too many spoilers about my box, but one of the things that happened in my box is that I had 2 packs in the case that both had 2 foils. And I spent about 10 minutes in my 2-hour box opening. Spent about 10 minutes trying to figure out if the second foil of the first pack was a curio, because I didn't know the art from the box. I didn't know the art from the game yet, from the set yet. So I didn't know if that was like an alt art, because getting 2 foils would be, very weird. It
Sure.
wasn't. It was just a regular second foil.
And so I know that that's cool, but it does kind of irritate me when opening boxes because I'm like, I have no idea if I'm looking at something cool right now.
Yeah.
I just don't know. And
Yeah.
I don't like having to go to the internet and be like, let's find, I don't know, maybe this is
Well,
cool, maybe it's not. Like,
usually when I'm opening sorcery boxes, I'm doing it live. And so the comment section tells me if there's something, they're like, oh my gosh, you can just like react to the comment section.
50,000 YouTube subscribers. I can do it live.
But I couldn't do that yet because I didn't want to break Street Date and be a bad person and be the scum of the earth who breaks Street Date.
Scum of the earth feels a little strong.
I didn't want to disappoint the sorcery people,
Sorry, Dad.
There's new avatars. I mean, there's just all sorts. It's so hard to tell you guys. There's the animist.
This feels like just an opportunity for you to flaunt the fact that you got to open boxes and nobody else did.
Blade Dancer, Corruptor,
Alan, is that the vibe you're getting?
The set looks really good. It feels to me like actually Simon asked me what I thought about it. And I said it feels more like sorcery than Alpha Beta did. Like this is like it is.
How does that it doesn't make sense.
I think maybe it's that Arthurian Legends to me just didn't feel as much. It felt more like Arthurian Legends than it did sorcery. You know what I mean? Like Arthurian Legends, it was a little too on the nose from a thematic standpoint. Whereas this just like it feels like sorcery. It feels like a
So you didn't like Universes Beyond Arthurian Legends?
Universes Beyond Arthurian Legends was not my favorite.
Shocker.
No,
but he's okay with it. It's just not
I'm okay with it. I'm okay with it. It's just not my favorite.
That I'm trying to digest that statement you just made, and I'm looking at Donald's face, and I was glad that he had the same reaction I did because I thought I was going to be on an island there.
What statement? That it feels more like sorcery than
the first ever sorcery set.
Yeah,
it feels more like sorcery than sorcery.
Yeah,
I don't know how else to explain it. It just like it just does. Like it feels more like it fits so well. It feels so good. And I'm so excited to like play with the cards and try out the new avatars. I sleeved up all the precons today. I'm hoping on Sunday we can do a 4-player game and record it and get it out there for people to watch and to see. But um, it's cool. Boxes got here on time for United States. I think for 2 or 3 of the regions there's like a week-long delay.
I would argue that this time it sounds like boxes were ahead of schedule.
Yeah. Well, for
Yeah.
people who have no decency, yeah.
What if people have no decency? I like that you go from, I'm not gonna name and shame them, but they're
Oh,
terrible people and
I
should
will
be
shame
hung
them.
from the gallows.
I'll shame them. I'm not gonna name them, but I'll shame them.
I like that we have no middle ground here.
Listen, when you get a bunch of emails, "Hey, when's my box gonna ship? I got my box from this store already. Why hasn't your box come out?" It feels bad, man. You get canceled orders because you didn't break street date. Like, it sucks. It's lame.
Oh, that so canceled orders because you didn't break street date does suck.
Yeah, that's what people do when they see everybody else getting boxes from, sorry.
Donald, you owe me $60.
What'd you buy?
Okay.
So just so you know, I'll be sending you a bill.
Anyway, all the cards will be up on Curiosa.io today. And I still have boxes. If you go to KitchenTableTCG.com, you can buy boxes still. So the 4-player play mats. Excited.
You mentioned Sakura Tribe Elder, the full art card, and you know how much I'm a sucker for full art cards. I put a place out of those in my cart, and then I found a suggested card that was another promo that looked cool from my childhood.
Oh,
Now
I
I'm
was gonna
buying.
say the Texas promo was like $2, so that wasn't my fault.
No, but you gotta get the foil one first of all. You get the foil one, and now I'm buying WPN Gateway promo boomerangs because God, who doesn't love a good boomerang every now and again? This
Okay,
is
well, at most, I'm liable for like $15 here.
no, this is all your fault. You know that I can't be trusted when it comes to old Magic
I
cards that
think
I'm
it's Donald's
excited about.
fault too. I agree.
This is your. You mentioned a really good callback to a card that I don't have, and it's a darn good one.
All right, Donald, tell us about this new Lorcana thing.
That was a great.
There's never been a less
What?
enthusiastic
Do you want to keep
podcast.
talking about you shopping on TCG Player in the middle of the podcast? Like, isn't that better content? Donald's clicking around. You're buying things on TCG Player.
You read us Twitter earlier.
Nobody's engaging at
You
all
read
with
us.
the conversation. What else do you guys want to talk about?
We wanted to be, but you cut us off the conversation. Tell us who put out their boxes early, and we could talk about
I'm
that.
not
But
doing
you don't want to because you're salty.
I also tried to ask you about Seth McKinnon cards, and you cut me off of that
I
too.
don't. I don't know if there's any 7 McKinney cards.
So
I was mostly just trolling you when I said
we tried, but
they'll
you
have.
just wanted to talk about how you got to open boxes and no one else
Yeah,
did.
that's all this content has been. That's been riveting. Throw it in our face, why don't you? And double down by not shipping me my boxes.
I'm just gonna cancel your box. I'm just gonna send you the money back on PayPal.
I'm just getting 6 Lunchables.
Yeah.
I'm getting a box full of Lunchables.
I'm gonna send you a bunch of Magic promos instead.
Hey, they'll go in the most interesting binder on the internet.
All right. These are $30, $20
Donald, tell us
collector
about this
guides.
Lorcana thing.
$20
Alright.
collector guides. Can't wait to have 20 pallets of these in the back storage room that won't sell.
Or you could just not order them
I'm not gonna
instead
order
of
any of these.
complaining them. But anyway, they are releasing new products for 2026. 2 of them are these collector guide books, which apparently, I guess for the first time, really talk about the story because there has been a story
Oh, that's
that,
interesting.
that goes on, but like they never like remember how Magic used to have it was a website basically that like had all the lore from each set and like it had there was an actual story back when there was a story
Yeah, now it's
and
called Disney Plus.
you could go and read it. But so apparently this is like all the backstory that we kind of missed along the way. Um in these collector guidebooks, which It's kind of cool. Like I like story. I like lore. I think that that was always one of the like cool things about Magic when it still had a story. So to me, that's exciting. Whether I would pay $20 for this, probably
Is it
not. But
just the book?
yeah, it's just a book.
Why are they calling it a official collector's guide if it's a storybook?
It's not a storybook. It's a collector's guide.
Didn't you just tell me it was going to tell the whole story?
It has story in it, but it's got every like the set 1 through 4 one has every card in set 1 through 4. It even I guess it has like also like a checklist thing in it somewhere where you can like check off the cards you have or don't have. Um, but it also has the story in it. Like that's not just what it is. It's not a picture book of story.
I get the I get the story thing. That makes sense to me. It's not for me. It's not a product I'd ever buy, but I get that. I don't understand including the collector checklist in something like this. Don't those normally
I
just get
mean,
included as like throw-ins in products?
I made that up. Like I don't know if that's really in there or not.
That's what it
Oh,
says.
oh, nice.
But it says like the
Okay.
Disney Lorcana's collector guide sets 1 through 4 and 5 through 8 are chock full of artwork, new stories, an entire catalog with imagery of every card released through the first 2 years of Disney Lorcana. Like it
Right, but
doesn't specifically say there's a checklist. I just said
sure,
maybe that's
but still having the set list in something that you have to buy feels weird. Am I wrong on that? It just feels weird to me.
You're wrong. You don't have to buy it, which is what most people will do, is not buy it.
Something that you have to buy if
You
you
don't.
wanted that.
No, like nobody's gonna. This is. I mean, it's kind of cool, but
I
no
like the
one.
story aspect. Again, more TCGs should be tighter to their lore, but the collector guide part is questionable. I don't understand that part.
it says track your collection with the included
Right.
card catalog for sets 1 through 4 and sets 5 through 8. So I mean
And maybe
I don't think it's
yeah.
necessarily a checklist. It's just every card that exists in those.
Yeah, it's the encyclopedia of sorcery cards for set 1 through 4.
Lorcana, but yeah.
Or Lorcana cards, sorcery cards. Sorcery doesn't have set 1 through 4, so everyone should know I was wrong there.
Yeah.
In a notebook, Lorcana notebook.
I don't understand the notebook.
I understand that a lot more than I understand the collector guide.
Like if
If this
it's
was somewhere
meant
you could put all the cards in,
Can we talk about that they didn't just make one collector guide for like $25? Instead, they were like, you know what we should do? We
well,
should
if you got
make,
every
we should
card
make two of them.
if you got
well,
every
I
card from
think
set 1 through 4 and story in there, that's gotta be a thick
it
book.
is. It is a thick book, and I think the intention is to do it in chunks of 4. Like if they did it everything up to now, then they wouldn't be able to do one for another 2 years
Sure.
or whatever. Like
Okay, so I want you to
the
not get
boxes are themed like 1 through 4 is one
right,
story. 5 through 8 is another story. Like
right, blocks, if you will.
yes, they're pseudo blocks.
Yes. I want you to, Donald, to know that I'm not criticizing you. I'm going to be critical about this for a moment, but I do want to have like a real conversation about it. Right? I It seems like they want this to be what I remember from my childhood, having like those collectible or like kids encyclopedia sets where you had to have them all and you display them on your bookshelf. But in my opinion, they're not doing the best job with their own collector community for collecting the cards. And so this product seems like, oh man, everyone wants to collect this so much. We're going to have collector's book about the collectible. Well, the collectible is not achieving its goal as a collectible, in my opinion. This book seems like a weird direction. This feels bad.
Yeah, maybe. I mean, I don't
There's,
know.
there's also a gift box and a starter set, which is the same thing they did for Fabled, which those did pretty well.
Starter sets are always
No,
good.
that's not true actually. The 2-player starter set is a first time product.
I'm not talking about that. There is the Scrooge McDuck gift box, which has
Yeah.
5 packs, which is the same thing as the previous gift box. And then there's a collection starter set, Stitch Edition, which is the same thing as the collection starter set Elsa edition that was with Fabled.
Elsa was the gift box, which they've done. They did a Lilo gift box. They did an Elsa gift box. The collection starter set was the Mickey, came with the binder and all that.
But either way,
Yeah, you're right.
starter sets and starter deck sets and 2-player kits and stuff like that, they'll never be the most popular product that ever going to wow anybody. I always like when games do those. And I know that it's more crap to have around, but I think everyone on this podcast, we all like starter sets and 2-player starter kits, right?
This is exactly the type of product I want to see in Target and Walmart.
Yeah.
I think these are great products for Target and Walmart. As a store, like I can tell you, we'll sell like 2 of them. You know what I mean? Like we'll sell
Right.
a few of them to the.
Well, I can tell you that a certain person in the store bought at least 20 of the collection starter set just by themselves. So
Yes, because I had them priced very, very cheaply to get them out. But
because that was the best way to get Fabled packs because there weren't
right,
Fabled packs. So,
Right.
right.
but the I think the coolest thing in this whole announcement is the 2-player starter set, which is like the like when Magic used to do the like 2-player battle deck collection things, and they're designed to play against each other.
Yeah.
And I think that's the coolest product in this whole release that they have.
We're on a roll in this podcast of talking about the Magic 2-player starter sets. And I got to tell you, I think it's still one of the best products in Magic's history. I really do. How many people do you think just started playing Magic back in the day because of that product and this stupid little disc that came along with it?
I think dual decks were the best product.
Really?
Dual decks are my favorite Magic product of all time.
I got
Is that not what this is?
That's what this is.
Yeah.
mine is the starter set. Mine
I
is the
don't.
2-player starter decks where it played the first 7 turns for you or whatever.
The only thing I don't like about this, Donald, I don't remember paying $30 for a dual deck. And now I remember dual decks were 10 years ago, but in my brain, dual decks were like $12, which
I don't know if they were. I'm
maybe in
pretty
today's money is $30, but
well, it definitely is, but I'm pretty sure they were like $20 or $25.
really,
I have a 2-player starter kit right here. I just realized I still had that.
I wish these had 2 packs in it.
Yeah, I mean,
That's like this seems like worse Steam decks. There's at least a pack on the theme deck.
the starter decks are like MSRP $16 or something like that, I think.
They have a pack in them.
And they have a pack in them. So this is like 2 decks with no packs for $30. So yeah.
Yeah,
But
the pack in the starter product is always a win, right? It gets you a little excited, gets you a little extra juice, gets you a little something.
yeah, but the Magic Duel decks never had packs in them or anything either.
Yeah,
Like
and
this is
you
just
know, arguably they should have, you know? Because what does it do? When you put that pack in there, not only do you play, but you have a chance to open cards. You and a friend both open cards. You can put cards in your deck. You get the first experience of adding cards and modifying a deck. And you have the opportunity right there, not only the first experience to rip packs, but the first experience to trade. Hey, I got something that would be good for your deck. You got something that would be good for my deck. We trade, right? Like you experience a little mini TCG ecosystem in that moment, right?
the
And
thing
for a
is,
starter product, that's important.
like in the starter decks though, like they are tied to the set that they're in. So it comes with
Sure.
a pack from that set. I'm not certain that these are tied to the set. I think that this is like a constructed deck of cards from like multiple sets. It's
Sure.
not just cards from like that specific set. So it makes it a little bit
Yeah,
harder
but
to like
Fable,
throw
that's
a
what
certain pack
Fabled's
in.
for, right? Fabled is
Yeah,
supposed to
like you
be the
could
core set, the bridge. You slap a pack of
right,
Fabled in there, you're good to go.
maybe.
Yeah,
But
I mean, from a store perspective, having packs and things give you another opportunity to move the product. Like,
It's an out.
yeah,
but these don't come out until May, which is by then will be 3 sets. Fabled will have been 4 sets ago.
Sure.
So like at that point, that's when the Toy Story set is out. So
That's going to be so cool.
interesting. I think the book thing is a
Yeah, I don't.
pretty big miss. But
Yeah. I
The other stuff,
unless they're like free.
They're
Nope,
20
they're
bucks.
$20.
They're also hardback. It appears that they're hardback.
Yeah,
That's the
again, it just let's nail down collectability and Lorcana. Let's do that first.
that's not gonna happen.
So speaking of, they sent out a survey, put out a survey on all their social media platforms, and it was Whispers in the Well themed, which is the set that just came out a couple weeks ago. I took the survey. It's your typical. I mean, I've taken this same
Yeah.
survey with
Survey
Magic.
monkey,
Did
whatever it
you
is.
did you buy any Whispers in the Well products? How many of each one? Did you participate in a pre-release? Do you play Lorcana weekly events for League at your local game store? And like it was a typical thing. But then there were sections that was like, what were your top 3 favorite cards from the set? And then what were your least favorite cards from the set? Then it asked specifically like collectability, like art, like what was your favorite card to look at? And the enchantments were listed in there and too. So stuff like that. It was kind of it was unique. They were and there was a section that asked how you felt about like product, like how did you feel about the iconics in this set, and which was huge because vast majority say these iconics
Yeah,
do
they're
not
not
live
great.
up to the first iconics we had. So, like, I guarantee you that feedback is going to be overwhelmingly negative. And then they did a new frame in this set for their things called whispers, and the whispers all had a unique frame. So it asked, "How did you feel about that unique frame?" And like, so they're really trying to gauge the changes that they made and stuff like that. How does the community feel about that and
Right.
adapt from it?
I'll never criticize them for putting out a survey. I would never criticize Magic for putting out a survey. We took a survey. I always try to make content out of it, but like it's always like the first half of it's like the same, like you alluded to, it's the same like BS that you got to get through, and then there's a couple key questions in there. But it seems like they didn't need the survey to learn what they learned here, right? We have one hardcore Lorcana fan on this podcast, and we all kind of knew how this was going down before they released the set. When we started getting spoilers and previews and saw the iconics, etc. So I don't want to. I don't think they're out of touch. I just think they might be paralyzed by like, oh well, we need data before we can change this, and
Yeah,
it shows some of that inexperience that Ravensburger has
I think it's
with
also a
trading
big
cards.
company. It's a big company, right? Like in order to make changes in a big company, you have to have data
Well,
sets and be able to say 68% of people didn't like this thing. I mean, like,
sure, but there's not a survey tied to every big Magic change or Pokemon change, and these are massive companies. It's because the company itself has an expertise in the space. Now,
yeah,
there still are surveys and decisions are made off that data, but you don't need data for every decision. When something goes, south, you don't put out a survey and be like, "Yeah, we have to wait for the survey results to change it." And I think this is just maybe a learning curve.
I think Lorcana's issue is that listening to people who already care about Lorcana probably doesn't m- probably doesn't move the needle very much. Like the Donalds of the world, the people who are actively playing Lorcana, I think the biggest loss for those players is things like Riftbound, is things like the next big TCG that comes out. Because a lot of the alternative TCG players move from game to game. My thing with Lorcana that I think they haven't figured out that I wish that they would is how do you get a 8-year-old to walk into a store and say, I want that thing versus Pokemon. And I always we have more Inklands packs than you could fit in a house. Like we have so many Inklands packs. Donald's doing a great job. We're running some event in a couple weeks. That's like we did an Inklands draft recently to help me move these Inklands packs that we've had just sitting around forever. And I put the Inklands packs, and I always put like the, what's in Inklands, Don? What are the main characters? You know, off the top of your head.
I mean,
There's always
Ursula.
there's 4 pack arts, right? So I always try to put like the pack art that a kid's gonna see and be like, I want this thing. Nobody ever buys the Lorcana. Like no kids are ever looking. And that's what I think they need to figure out is how do you create an experience with that the next generation of players rather than like the Disney adults. Like they've got the Disney adults playing the game. But like why doesn't my kid who she watches Disney Plus every day, why doesn't she want to open Lorcana? Like we go to the store, she wants nothing to do with Lorcana. She wants Pokemon packs.
Because they don't know about it. Like I don't think that, it's not I don't think it's presented as an option a lot of times. But one of the big things I think, like Zootopia 2 just came out, was like the number one movie over the weekend. And that's more what your 8-year-olds are going to be enthralled with more than Mickey, Minnie, and that stuff. Now, I know that like every kid watches the Mickey and or whatever that show is where they
Mickey Mouse Clubhouse, dude.
Make him
yeah,
a
the
clubhouse.
hot dog. That's all I know.
Hot dog,
Yeah,
hot
diggity dog, right.
It's a brand new
more better than Mickey Mouse Clubhouse is Roadster Racers, which is a much superior Mickey Mouse show, in my opinion.
I haven't watched that one. I had to watch the hot dog thing
It's
with my
Mickey
niece.
and the Roadster Racers. Hot
But like,
dog.
I think Mickey and Minnie are your
Yeah, he really likes hot dogs.
Mickey and Minnie are your iconic characters for my generation, but I think like the focus to get the younger players is more like the Zootopia, and then once they start Pixar, like that, what's the Inside Out movie, like the Emotions
Yeah.
movie, like that's a big one with that age range and stuff like that. I think that's more start putting that stuff on packs and focus hitting that stuff harder. I think is what does it.
Yeah, I mean, it's a double-edged sword too. Like I think another reason that a lot of kids get involved with Pokemon is because frankly their dads like
Right,
Pokemon. Like
you're
So
pushing
that's why your
Pokemon on
kid
your
is not
kids,
interested in opening
right.
Pokemon.
I think that's a
And
whole nother factor to it too. But like my point is I don't feel like I see a whole like I think from a competitive level, from a organized play level, I don't really see Disney doing anything to get kids involved in Lorcana. There's no push from Ravensburg to get kids involved in Lorcana. Whereas if you look at Pokemon, they do these Pokemon play tournaments that are and really if you look at Pokemon in the 90s, it was super like that, right? Like it was a kids destination thing to go and do. I'd like to see Lorcana try to do more of that. But
Like they're making this stuff available at the parks. They're having the characters sign the cards. Like they're doing it that way, right? But how many people are visiting
so then
Disney?
that's the problem. Like you're not
Right.
gonna
And I know
I
that
mean,
there's a metric boatload of
did
people
they
who
have
love Disney,
did they
but
have a
there's
card at the movie, Donald?
yeah,
yes.
yeah. My
Didn't know
nieces
that.
brought me. Yeah, my nieces brought me one.
We had Dad's Day. Me and my best friend took our kids to Zootopia 2, and they handed us cards, and I was like, "Oh," and he's like, "Did you know about this?" I go, "I probably should have.
Yeah.
I had no idea, no
Yep.
clue."
Had a movie promo. It was only Cinemark, I think, theaters that had it, but
Yeah, it was that way for Moana as well, which
yeah,
was weird. But I think that goes a long way. I think the movie promo goes a long way to like, hey, you remember that card you got? This is a pack of those cards.
Oh,
Like
it's shiny
it's
too.
like glittery too. It's
Yeah.
the same treatment that is in the gift box.
Yeah.
It's pretty
Like
cool.
yeah.
Our kids were very excited about it. Like, and anytime a kid goes to the store or goes to anything, they get a card, they're stoked.
Home run. This is a
Yeah.
home
Yeah.
run.
There should not be a Disney movie that comes out without a card.
Yeah,
My
my nieces brought it to me at Thanksgiving and were so excited to give it to me. They're like, "We got you this." I mean, like that,
well,
you know,
I wish they were more excited to get it for themselves.
they
but
did.
I'll
They
take-
were excited
They
to
got
bring
him
me
an extra one.
They did. They got an extra
Donald
one. They
doesn't
didn't
get
give me
cards from
theirs.
children.
one of my
Definitely didn't give me theirs.
one of my most vivid memories of my childhood is being in the Belden Village Mall and sitting at the Chinese restaurant, whatever, getting and opening my promo from the Pokemon the first movie. That is one of the most vivid
Yep.
memories I
Isn't
have as a kid.
the Dragonite one of the movie promos?
Yeah,
Yeah,
Yep.
because I remember getting that as a kid,
yeah,
Yep.
getting the Dragonite promo.
yeah. I think the Mew one maybe that was the second movie or something.
Oh,
I think
yeah, and
the
Yeah.
they have,
It
like,
was,
the hieroglyphic
yeah,
on there, what yeah, I remember that one too.
it was the unknown Mew or whatever that was, or
yeah.
yeah.
But that's like one of my most vivid memories. Like,
Yeah.
I'm
No,
not saying it's the same.
I share that memory. Me and my brother got those cards together, got the Mew, and it was crazy. Like we opened them right away.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like just so excited to have these things. That's a win.
Anyway, yeah, that's a huge win. I wish they would do more stuff like that. That's the type of stuff that I think gets that kind
Well
of next generation involved and
well, and
grows.
Disney proper has made an announcement that they're moving away from the live action stuff because those have all been flops, and moving back into the, like, Pixar realm and, that kinda stuff for their new stuff. So I think there's a good avenue for that, like, moving
I
forward when
I
they
miss George being here so we could talk about how this makes Bob Iger the GOAT, even though it was Bob Iger that took us down this path in the first place. Like,
I hate the non-animated movies.
Yeah, the live action stuff, the Lilo and Stitch one, and I'm biased because Stitch is my favorite character, but, like, the Lilo and Stitch one was not bad. Like, it was actually very good.
Aren't they just the same movie but live action?
yeah,
It's changed. I mean,
That's
they
what drives me nuts.
basically, but
If
it
you're
it
if you're gonna do it, make a new story. Like, why is everything in this world just a
see, I
reskin of
don't want that. I
everything
don't want a new story. I want
everything in the world is just a reskin of something that was great
this
in the
is just the
90s.
worst version of the MTG Goldfish podcast. Like,
Yeah.
what do you mean? Like, this is just a reskin with slightly more cursing
we
and
we
less
definitely know
body
who
odor.
is, Saffron Olive here.
Yeah, and far less success on this podcast.
Which one's
Come on,
Saffron Olive?
50,000 subscribers,
You,
get us some views.
Why am I Saffron Olive?
because he can't read or pronounce things correct either.
Well, let's not just call people out on the
Does that
podcast.
guy have the most iconic voice in Magic the Gathering content creation?
Is that the one with the real high pitched voice?
Yes,
It's
but
like
he's
you
huge.
hear
Like,
him
he's
give an
a
opinion.
big guy
You
and
can
got hair, like, down to his back. Like, he's
no,
not
he
at
was at
all what
You've seen his back?
no. Not at all. When you hear that voice for so long and then you see a picture of him for the first time, it's very shocking. Not
so
at all what you expect.
he's he's a s- he's a smaller gentleman than I thought he was. He was at
Everyone is
Magic.
a smaller gentleman to you, Josh. What does that
You're
That
mean?
might be fair. He might be a
you're a
completely normal sized gentleman. Actually, that's true. Fair enough.
mortal enemy of great height.
All right.
That's a good one.
Don't
I
forget.
like that one. Why
Let's
hasn't
talk
Sorcery made it? Louis, why haven't you made a fake Sorcery card, a token about me yet?
Because when we talk about sorcery, you're buying cards on TCG Player rather than being part of the podcast.
Well,
All right.
I had nothing to put in. You wouldn't tell us what's
Let's
going
talk
on.
about Kabuto, the Kabuto King, the new trend in
This
Pokemon.
should have been the second topic on the podcast because
What?
no one's going to wait this long, and this is a really good topic.
The new trend in Pokemon is this guy or girl person, this this Twitter profile. Who knows?
God, you need to delete Twitter so bad.
This AI, this could be artificial intelligence. Nobody knows if this is real or not.
Donald, we need to get Louis to delete
Called
Twitter. The whole
Kabuto
podcast is going to be reading Twitter.
Kabuto King posts every day all the new Kabuto first editions that he gets. He is currently at 1,783 Kabutos. Now, Kabuto first edition used to be like I don't know, maybe a dollar card. Like I don't know. Now Kabuto first editions are $41. A PSA 10 is over $1,000.
It seems a bit ridiculous.
Not just from him though, but this new trend is catching on of like, hey, there's this one guy that's all hop on board with this buyout. And so
Aren't there a couple people that I know pretty closely that did a large buyout of some
we bought, I think, a
underrated
combined total of 100 cards of a modern set that was still in print.
I think we spent. Am I supposed to say?
I don't care.
I think we spent like $4,500 each, and I think then you went back and doubled down. So you doubled that, I think. I
I
think
don't
you
think
spent.
that's true. I definitely didn't spend $9,000. I did pay $5,000 and open two GameStop lunar packs this week though.
What a scam.
By the way, what a terrible way to tell us that by sending us a 2-minute long video in our text message feed. I got that video and this looks interesting. I saw the length and went, no chance.
The next time you just want to throw away $2,500, like
I made
just call me,
70
please.
I
He
made
made 70 bucks.
74 I made $74 off of GameStop in 2 clicks of the button. All right, we're going to talk about lunar packs in a second because that's a whole nother topic. I think I could talk about lunar packs for an
How long
entire
has this podcast been going on? Because we might need to consider that as well.
an hour and 30 minutes. The
Oh,
thing I don't like about the Kabuto King is that everybody has started following. Now there's like the Squirtle King, the Mewtwo King, all these
The
Twitter
Squirtle
profiles.
King.
Which
Yeah.
one are you?
None of them. I think it's silly.
Mm,
I think it's silly. It's
okay.
great for me. I finished my collection. Like I finished my set.
Wait, why is that great for you?
Like I don't need to buy the cards.
So it's great for you because the value's going up and you already own them?
The value's
Gotcha.
going up. I already own all the
Mm,
cards. There's
I
nothing that
follow.
I need to finish my unless I just finished my legendary collection too.
You were supposed to sell me a shadowless, or not a shadowless, but a base set for the longest time.
Mm. I've
I
got
could
one.
just.
I sent you
You'll
prices.
you'll get that same
No,
time
you
you get your
didn't.
Gothic bust.
No, you did not. You just showed me a gun rack. A gun rack.
I didn't show you gun rack. I showed you one gun in my gun safe.
I don't even
I don't
own
think
a
we can say gun on the podcast.
I have no idea. Not you threw it out that it was your channel earlier. Not my channel. I have no idea.
Anyway, this is the new trend. I think it's silly. I think people are going to lose a lot of money.
Oh, that's gonna happen for sure.
Yeah.
But it's super fun.
No.
It's fun for the rest of us to watch.
I don't understand this whole, and this ties into your whatever those lunar packs or whatever are. I just don't understand people that can just throw away $2,500 just because it's fun. Like I've
You
never
made
lived that life.
$70.
I
You don't
made
understand
$74.
making money?
Yeah.
This is making Donald. This is TCG investing.
Yeah.
We're all
Yeah,
going to
I
the
don't
moon
understand. I don't
all
understand
the
it.
time until the 4th set. Get on board, buddy. It's how it works.
I made $1,480 an hour because it took me 3 minutes to send that video of me.
Did you just type that in your calculator?
I did the math. 74 times 20.
Jesus. Donald,
The-
I am with you, and I am someone who threw away a lot of money on this massive Pokemon grading scheme. And
No, but that's two completely different things for the record. Hold on. Donald is not understanding what we did.
I don't think Donald would be
I-
happy with either path of
I understand perfectly
$4,500.
what you did. I don't have $4,500 to begin that process.
New tax bracket Donald does.
You
Give it some
I
definitely
time,
make
buddy.
less
You do-
money now than I did before.
You definitely don't. Like,
I love how you know what I make.
you
You
are
definitely don't make less money now than
you
you
definitely
did.
I know I could tell the podcast right now exactly how much you made before and how much you're making now. So you're not gonna trick
And-
me.
And he's got almost 50,000 subscribers. He'll do it.
The Kabuto thing is interesting because it's creating a new meta of collecting in the within the Pokemon ecosystem.
For this minute.
Right. That's what's going to be interesting is how long does this trend of like showing off a ridiculous amount of cards continue? Like
Well,
you're going to see short term, there's going to be all sorts of random ass like cards just going completely crazy because I mean this guy probably he's got 7,000 likes, 327. He's probably making money off the content of this.
we're back to reading Twitter.
I'm just saying it's a whole new way of that the hobby is changing. Like it's crazy.
Well, you know what this is either going to be? This is either be the shortest term fad that is the moment that we realize things are probably going to crash and it's probably good for us, or we're looking at GME. That's what this reminds me of. It's GameStop, baby. That's what this is. That's
Yeah.
what this feels like to me.
There's gonna be a lot of it. It's gonna be short term. It's gonna be all over the place.
Right.
Speaking of GME, lunar packs, dude. The
Jeez.
the the this is
Donald, how do you live this close to him?
this is the GameStop's power packs are the absolute craziest thing to happen.
Scammiest,
They
scummiest.
are the craziest things to happen to this industry forever. Like what is happening is when you grade cards with PSA, they give you a button that you can click the button and sell the cards to PSA. Okay. They buy them at 80 to 90% of market price. They have a partnership with GameStop that they then, when you sell that card that you've never held, right? You've never even held the physical slab at this point. They send them off to GameStop, where GameStop has this now lever pull game. There's a $50 tier, $100 tier, $500 tier, $1,000 tier, and now this week the brand new Lunar tier, where you spend the money, and the pull rates on the $2,500 one, it was like 40% chance of a card between $1,200 and $2,500. So you have a 40% chance that the worst case scenario is you lose half your money. Then it was like a 25% chance of making a small amount of money. Then, like, it scales up all the way to the chase card, which was a $33,000 Gengar. But hold on, the last comps of the Gengar were like $22,000, but they're promoting it as a $30,000 card. Then they did buy it back when somebody pulled it. They bought it back at 30,000. So like they do honor the actual price, but it's funny the way that they comp the stuff.
We
So
have
there's
very similar algorithms, you and I.
yeah.
I saw that same content you're referencing
So
right now.
I have two problems with this whole thing, and this is my soapbox. Number one, there is zero accountability between PSA and GameStop and those grades that you get. So like I just sent a submission in, and I got 9s on some stuff. And before I would have just been like, oh, okay, I got 9s. I must have missed a thing. But now Louis' brain goes to, if I hit this button and sell them the 9 that I thought was grade worthy to get a 10, like I don't not look at my cards. Like I know what I'm doing. I send in a lot of cards
I
to
have
PSA.
50,000 subscribers.
Yeah. So when I sell that card as a 9, what's stopping GameStop from being like, shifted into a 10, now sell it on their GME platform for 8 times the amount of money that they paid for it?
Yeah, I gotta tell you, I knew this is where you were gonna go with this. That
What's
it was like
stopping that?
behind the scenes conspiracy.
What's stopping them from doing that?
I mean, doing it at scale would require a pretty big covert cover up and that information not leaking ever. Doing it here or there once or twice with big name cards that are massive, I guess could happen. But doing it at any kind of scale to where your $40 9 is meaningful is, I don't know, it's
Okay.
just
So
logistically impossible.
the GameStop or the PSA employees catch on and they report that. That's what you're saying.
Well, yeah. I mean, what do you think the employee lifespan at PSA is? How long do you think an employee works at PSA?
No clue.
I mean, average employee lifespan just across in let's go tech for instance is 2.5 to 3 years. That's happening at GameStop. It's not just the people grading it. You have to build a whole process for, hey, does this fall into an acceptable window of value difference to say it's probably a 10. We're going to call it a 9 because there's so much upside here because they can't just do that with everything. There's not enough upside to make that worth it, right?
Yeah.
It's going to fall in that window. That's going to be a finite process. People are going to have to learn what that process is, what those acceptable windows are. And then the rest of the company starts like things don't
Yeah.
happen at these companies without people like hearing whispers. Those whispers aren't going to not walk out those doors.
That's fair. That's a good argument. Okay. Second thing that's crazy to me. Just think about the amount of money flowing into GameStop and PSA from this program, and they don't do anything. I would venture to say that again, random podcast number, 75% of the people who are using this are hitting the button to sell the card back to PSA at 90% and do zero. You do no work. You've done nothing, right? Like you don't do that unless you get the hit. And then even when you get the hit, you're like, I can just hit a button and get 20 grand. That seems pretty good.
What's crazy to me is it's all digital. Like it's
Yeah,
like you're not even buying a real thing.
you are
It's
buying a real
clear.
thing. You
I
can have
know,
it
but
shipped to you.
like, but
You can
not
have
those
it
people that are
You
hitting
can.
the like.
right.
You're just hitting the next button on the gambling machine.
Yeah.
You're just pulling the lever and rolling the stocks until like it's just it's just straight up gambling. Like we're not even trying to hide it anymore. It's just legit
Yeah.
gambling.
I think that this is going to have huge effects on the graded card market in terms of like why would somebody grade cards and not accept the PSA offer right there rather than bring cards into an LGS, right? Like if you're gonna sell that card anyway, no LGS is giving you 90%, or maybe that's the highest an LGS is going to give you. You don't have to do any work. You just literally hit the button and you've purchased the card. Like, there's no
But
downside.
is there a huge market for selling graded cards to LGSs? Like
Yes.
usually when you grade the card, isn't it because you want to get a 10 to keep? I don't know anything about grading, but like
Depends on the person. I mean, there's definitely people who just grade cards to try to,
just to flip them.
yeah. I think this is like I think this is industry changing level platform that's
We had a
currently only in
conversation
beta.
about this. That this is a big deal because it's printing money, right? We talked about the application of this in old like Facebook randomized card. Everyone buys a lottery ticket and then someone wins the card, and then people offering buybacks at 80%. And what that always did to me was always like, yeah, I just made $30 to do nothing. I
Right.
didn't ship a card. I didn't say I made $30 from my perspective, right? This is printing money. If you can convince people to continue to hit this button, if you can gotcha machine this, you are printing money for no effort, no shipping, no returns, no logistics, nothing. You have a product that sits here and you made 30% on it doing nothing, right?
Yeah.
Like,
And the app looks like it was vibe coded like 6 hours ago. Like it
it,
looks terrible. It has no audio until the thing pops up and then it like blows out your speaker. It looks like it's all AI. It's crazy.
this
And to
look
me, like what is there to like I don't know the product is physically in a bag or case or whatever, and you're grabbing and you're picking it out of the bunch. I feel like there's a more chance of it being random than on a electronic thing that's like, oh, sorry, you didn't win this time.
you
It's
got that
like
You got that Louis seeping into your brain really quick.
So
Let's
the
avoiding the conspiracy theory. This is an industry that I could see blowing up and then coming under heavy scrutiny and regulation. And here's the tangent. This could be what brings regulation into the world of randomized packs and trading card games. This
well,
could be
yeah.
the thing that does it.
And they could bring it into like even not, let's take out the trading card games random pack thing, even bringing regulation just to like whatnot or
Sure.
blind bags would
Loot
disrupt.
boxes in video games have been a hot topic. This could
Yeah.
be lumped in with that, right? But here's the smaller window. Is it time to buy GameStop stock? Because this is
Yeah, I thought
printing
about
money.
this. Yeah, I thought about that too.
What's stopping me from going to buy 200 shares of GameStop stock right now?
Like $600, I think.
It's more than that. I think it's like $20 a share right now.
Oh, that was two.
It should be. Arguably, it should be. But apparently, they're printing money.
No, they're just gonna kill all the LGSs and there'll be nowhere to play the games. And so then nobody will buy the packs anymore.
But nobody plays Pokemon anyway. They've
That's
thought
fair.
this through.
Dude, they're getting hit hard. They just they were supposed to get a restock of prismatic special figure or prismatic ultimate UPCs, ultra premium collections. And everybody thought the price was going to be $99. And the day before they launched, they changed the price on their website to $199. Everyone's freaking out.
How much of an idiot am I? Am I going to go spend $5,000 on GameStop stock?
Do it. I'll tell you what. You spend $5 grand on GameStop stock.
You
I'll-
just want to pull that lever
I'll
again.
pull the lever again.
What? Okay, hold on. Here's the real question. This is the secret, because I know we've been going on for a while. Here's the secret sauce. What's the better buy? $5 grand of GameStop stock,
GameStop stock for sure.
but it's actually a dead and or dying company. like,
Probably.
like at least in the handle pull, you could get something.
I
You
will
know
not be playing
GameStop's
the
dying.
lunar game again. I only did the lunar game. I was going to do it once because I wanted to test it out and see
But
like.
then you lost super hard, and you're like,
But then I
gotta
lost,
get a
and I
win.
was like, "Well, I've got the money in the account. Let's just do it again."
I gotta get a win, guys.
And then Joey said I should have kept going because most people quit gambling right before they make it big.
Is this the
Like, that's
dumbest idea I've ever had?
No. All right, everyone.
Did you see what I posted in there about the golden tickets?
Oh yeah, the GameStop golden ticket thing. People are hyping that up. I didn't think it was that good.
To get a year of free Pokemon? You don't think that's good?
What is that? Like one set a year or something like that?
No, you get every set
Okay.
for the year.
It's not sorcery.
Oh, is that what you're doing?
I mean, when you have the chance, the same company is giving you the chance at getting a $30,000 card.
I think he's not excited by this, Donald, because look at the scale. For every one of those releases, he's buying hundreds of booster boxes. This gets you one of each product, right? Like,
He doesn't look at it from a consumer standpoint.
this is like $1,000.
Yeah, well, some people don't have
Right,
$1,000.
significantly less.
but-
This is significantly less than $1,000.
No, if there's 6 sets a year at
Oh,
$165 a
not
box,
per set. My bad. I thought you meant per set. Okay, my bad.
Yeah. this is $1,000, and like, I think there's better polls than the $1,000 poll in this. I mean, I think it's cool. I just don't think it's like as big as people are making it, in my opinion, compared to the polls that you can get within other things here.
This is how much of the lottery have you been playing?
None. Only the 2 lunar packs, which was irresponsible. I don't condone it, but I wanted to do my market research to understand the industry better.
Buddy, I have been addicted, stupid George, to sports cards and reading about nothing and just wanting to open sports cards. So I get it. This is a bad idea. This is dumb. I'm gonna open it tonight because it's fun. Like, I get it. But mine costs $30 though. So
All right, everyone, go subscribe to Josh's channel where you can watch him open sports cards. Yay.
Probably not.
Go subscribe to Scruffy Looking Gaming and Hometown TCG. And we'll see you again next week. Remember, be kind to people around you. May the zoo be with you.
and also with you.
Always.
Thank you.